Hello everybody, and of course welcome back to Dickie's Videos, where no war game remains unplayed. Further ado, here we are again with Field of Glory 2 Medieval and the revenge of the Northern Crusades. If you've not clicked that like and subscribe button, why don't you? We've been enjoying Field of Glory 2 Medieval. Such a hype, such a great game. If you've not bought it already, yeah, why should you? So, we're going to be playing. We played the Mongol invasion campaign not long ago, so we're going to change it up a little bit by going a little bit northern. So I'm going to not read this bit here because I'll let you guys read it yourselves. But yes, we're German, Teutonic Order. That's what you want to do, and we're going to ravage some pagans. That's what we're going to do. So let's have a go. So I've not clicked this campaign before, so I have not a clue what's going to happen. I'm hoping it's going to be lots of knights. So the Teutonic Order was founded in the German Hospital Order during the siege of Acre. Transformed military order into 1198, but never become the major force, the outer limit. In 1211, King Andrew II of Hungary accepted the aid of the order, defending Hungary against the Cumans, granting its lands in Transylvania. However, the increasing power of independence caused expel it from Hungary in 1225. So, we're going to be playing, of course, on Duke difficulty. Going to do static, and let's see what the computer can play. So, in 1199, Albert Bovutkedin, how you pronounce that, was appointed Archbishop of Hartwig II of Breton, Christendom, the Baltic countries, and landed in Riga, the continent in Crusades in 1202. The Bishop of Riga has established a permanent military presence by founding the military order of Lithuanian Brothers of the Sword. By 1212, the Lithuanians had been subdued and christened. In 1217, the Sword of Brethren, together with the Lithuanian allies, moving against the pagans in Estonia. So, we're going to be conquering the Baltic states, really. Okay, let's see what our next battle is. So, expect loads of shining knights of epic proportion. I've got to say, all the knights of the Teutonic era. So there we go, Sword of Brethren. I like as it's got Sword of Brethren, the Baltic states. So the enemy are offering fight. So God, yeah, look at the state of that. The price is in the pun there, but when you look at the POA advantage of being a knightly knight or a knightly knight, it's brilliant. Okay, so we're able to have another unit of Teutonic Knights. It makes sense. We've got to be careful. This is very, very rocky. We're going to have a very small battle line. You'd be surprised how good the Baltic Foot is, though. This unit is surprisingly good as a medium foot unit, and it's impact foot as well, which is 200 versus any foot. Extra negative modifier, enemy and cohesion for losing impact combat. Pretty good. So our noble cavalry is going to be in the rear. We need our foot troopers, and do you know what? This is an interesting list actually. We've got no dismounted knights. We'd have to dismount them ourselves from our knights, but we're not doing that. We could have some dismounted knights, but the small units, 120 men, it's not really worth doing it. Mounted crossbowmen, cavalry, which is of course just the standard cavalry unit, light javelin, Baltic foot, which we've got already, armoured spearmen, defensive, Baltic foot, Baltic levies, raw spearmen. So not a particularly fantastic selection of medium foot troops there. So we're going to, you see, it's medium foot, so we might have just to take a ton of bloody levies. I mean, the below average. My only concern there is their skill level, and there's lots of marshes. We are going to go out. This spearman unit is going to kick ass. I don't want to go too cavalry. I want to have a mix, but we can have some light archers. So for the Brethrens. So probably have a couple of units of knights to back up the Teutonic Knights. Remember, the only difference there is they're highly superior. They're superior, the knights. It's going to be an interesting fight here. I've got to say, I'm not particularly happy with the Baltic states here. I'm sure as our order goes on, it will get better, but I mean, if I could have got rid of that crossbow unit, I think I would have, because there's particularly no terrain. It's a boggy terrain. It's very boggy here. I've got to be careful. So we're going to have a couple of units of archers, levies to defend, these in the rear. If we could have any more lights, that would be particularly good. But I think raw crossbow, and I think it'll be javelin cavalry to back up, which is just one unit. Oh, that's the peasants. We'll have the peasants. They will sit in the rear. Okay, so we need a general in, of course. We could have pushed a general into the unit here. So we've got 2 battle groups. The cavalry, he's got his own little battle group, which I might push off to here and let them join. No, they're in their own battle group there. Yeah, it's particularly annoying, that is, but I'm happy to accept that as it is. Oops, I've got to turn that bloody sound down a little bit. It's a bit loud. There we go. Okay, so it's just an advance. We've got to stay away from the marsh. There is going to be lots of things. This, unfortunately, is not particularly good for cavalry. He's got cavalry deployed on the left, which is not going to be good. Marsh is going to be bad for all because we're going to be severely disordered. So as quickly as we can push out, because these Baltic foot, as long as they're not in rough ground, will face the wrath of quite a heavy POA disadvantage in the open against the knightly lancers. I'm not particularly giving masses of a thing for this computer player. Oops. Okay. It's got archers. Lots of archers and Baltic states. Particularly not impressed by the list. But the thing that's different with the Baltic troops is they are impact. We're going to have to go for the crazy ass charge here. Yeah, it's a bit of a jam. I've never seen a map so full of marsh before, because like everything's a marsh. Yeah, this, unfortunately, knights and sergeants in the front are going to get shot up a little bit. There we go. But remember, this is a medium foot army. The Baltic foot look heavy foot, but they're only mediums. It's the impact that gives them the bonus here. This is why this army can be good in a certain combination. But I've got no doubt, apart from this building area, it might be a bit tricky. We're going to push straight up in the centre and have a great day. These knights are going to hurt. There's a lot of stuff on this left. As long as we can push to keep it in the rough terrain, we should be fine. There's 1 unit of cavalry there. Got to be careful of the how it's going to reduce my strength on my cavalry. Just straight in my face. Okay, we're going to drop the CNC into the order, and then we're just going to go. I think it's all going to be good POA. Okay, we're going to run away. And unfortunately there we're stuck. You see, it's the impact. This is why the Baltic foot, and this puts people are surprised how good this impact is, because this impact foot gets plus 200 POA, and most of my spearmen defensive don't have. They just get in the 100 POA defensive shooting, so slightly at a disadvantage. So I need to send some of my Baltic levies in there, but unfortunately my Baltic levies are. Ooh, got to be careful. I've got to draw them into the open. Wow, these archers are going to be absolutely useless this game. Tempted even... Oh, that's just harsh. Yeah. So it's more of a Baltic levy on Baltic levy list. The POA advantage of them charges is ridiculous. There we go. Yep. I was going to say they're going to probably win most of their impacts here. But an interesting faction to be using in Field of Glory 2 Medieval. I do like it. Oh, there's a lot of lights there. My cavalry needs to get in combat. You see, once they get in, they're going to be fine. Okay, we really need to hurt them. Okay, the computer player has given me that, so that's particularly fine. Yeah, so if we trick the general into there, apart from that impact, which is fine, we're just going to push on. I tell you now, what a waste of cavalry. A waste of archers I had to use. Okay, across there. Slight waste there due to the fire. Brilliant pushback. Unfortunately, we're probably going to get fragmented here. Nope. We need to get closer for them to be more effective. Peasants will stand back. Yeah, well, he's got to take this on the chin. You see, the combat's fine. They out-POA them. But it's the impact. I think that's all I can do. Couple of disruptions there. I don't mind that flank attack. Ooh, the impact again. Impact again. That's one thing I'm worried about with these Baltic state troops. Don't particularly mind them archers chucking themselves into the fray there. Quite an interesting flag of the Baltic states. So we'll have to look into that. The Teutonic Knights are particularly well. The POA advantage, they should hold, but not forever on that left side. Indecisive. Good disruption, a rally there. So let's first start with this drop here. Knights are a scary unit. There we go. Here we go again. Okay, if we charge here, they should vanish. Are they going to hit anybody else? No. You see, we don't have that advantage they have. You see that impact, we're just... Well, we're impact foot as well. It's the levies. It's the levies that are like to be a swordsman rather than impact swordsman. Might get chewed up there a little bit actually. Let's bring this to the left, to the right even. Ooh. And they're moderately disordered because they're medium foot themselves. Let's bring these to the left. These poor sods. But they've only got to last a turn, and we're not charging there because they'll be flanked next turn. Brilliant. I'm going to let the computer fight the combat on the left. But yeah, so far, liking this Brethren list. I'm going to have to look at the allies. Oh, but if they could hold off for one turn, I'm happy with that. There we go. It's the impact. Yet again. That's the one thing I was worried about. And I know about the list anyway. If we can hold the guys off on the right, that'd be brilliant. And then this centre's going to crumble any second with these flanks. Unfortunately, I think these Brother Knights are going to drop. They did well though, 5%. Hold firm. I think for some reason my combat logs aren't working. Hang on a sec. There you go. Oh, wow. My general dropped to the centre there. It's not end of the world, but whoo, getting juicy. Good rallies in the centre. So first of all, let's do this. They're there again. Combat logs, simple. I think I chose the wrong thing there. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Okay, so we'll bring these here. So remember, these knights will evade. Okay, bring these around. Got to support this unit in the centre, but I think it's fine now. I like these armoured spearmen. Okay, round shoot again. The unfortunate rabble can stay there in the back. Okay, I think we're going good here. And a couple of mistakes initially. Oh, a double drop cohesion there. The Knights hold it really well on that left, so I couldn't really complain. Didn't take his control zone on the right, unfortunate. Unfortunately, a couple of silly mistakes there on the right and the left in particular. Oh, they decided to run, but then got caught. It's like an ambush. It feels like a bit of an ambush, this does, because we've got them coming from the left and right swamp. This is my own issue here, is the fact is I'm going to change my facing next turn and it's going to flank charge me. That's sneaky. Okay, gone in the centre. Yeah, them poor knights are going to have a bad day. Okay, everybody to the right. You can turn to flank next turn if they're still around. Put the sub-general there to maybe level out the POA. Firing away again. Back to the centre. And unfortunately here as well, he's blocked me in. So even if I do win that, there we go. That was actually very lucky. We're probably going to drop here. Nope. And we're going to drop here, unfortunately. And of course my knight's getting disrupted. Okay, next turn. Unfortunately, the cavalry on the left. Yeah, it felt like a bit of an ambush this did, coming from the swamp. And a rally in the rear. Yeah, the knights do all the work. Yep. Oh, all about the impact. And a double drop cohesion drop there. Slight panic now. Not much I could do about that, unfortunately. They stood. Stood. Surprisingly, a stick there as well. Drop there. We should be able to pull out of this, it's not a problem. And they stand, but not dropping because that's 2 levels of cohesion. Off you go. Off we go here. Brilliant. There's the break. And then we shoot them up. Okay, no, let's do this first. Oh, we actually lost that. Don't dare advance here now. No, we're particularly standing still there. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. Knights fragmented on the left. They got pulled down into the marsh. And then there's the break. Very indecisive. Them knights are just going to walk, and the brother knights are up the top. Oh, Archer's liking a bit of it as well. Oh my god, things drop so easily. Oh, wow. I'm getting mobbed. Not an impact, both disrupted, which is not a problem. Wow, surprisingly stood. It's definitely going to get some points back here. Here's a drop, could drop everybody else. Nope. There they go. Nobody else drops cohesion. They rallied up, which is good. So we'll drop the general to here. And then off we go. Good impact. Okay, here we go here. Saving the day. God, that 2 level of cohesion. What a laugh. Let's see if we can get these knights to run down here. Perfect. How many double drops in this game? Oh, I can't believe I'm doing that to my knights. I'm a little bit sore because of that. Well, that is a flank charge as well because we're engaged to the other side. Okay, we're back to the action. Fantastic. Turn here. Amazingly hold. He's got to hold off until the Crusader Knights come down. Brilliant. Probably going to drop my lights there on the left, auto breaking them. But their left is going to crumble quite quickly here. Oh, they rallied and then got charged down instantly. Surprising how well the Baltic impact foot does. Like, the impact is a little bit scary. Oh, get lost. If we break this unit here, these may both drop cohesion. Oh, it's going to be a nice drop to the left. You take both units down with him. Oh, amount of tests that's been taken on that left side. Nice, rallied back up, which is good. Oh, why'd you do a silly thing like that? Whew. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was not pretty. I've got to say, the Baltic States pulled it out of the bag there. Just the whole ambush from the left and the right. But of course, this is the thing I'm scared of. It's that impact. Crazy impact. But you know what? Well fought for the Sword Brethren. Whew, let's have a look about what choices we have next. So you have to achieve victory conditions for the previous. I take that as a mediocre win because I could have got better there, but I've got to say the computer did well. So after the unsuccessful crusade against the pagan Prussia in 1219, Conrad I, Archduke of Moldova, funded a crusade order. Is now 1222. Is now leading another crusade into Prussia. The Prussians have strengthened their position with barricades. Will you attack their positions or bypass them? Your old army has been disbanded. For the next battle, you have to new army of 988 points. So, click that like, click that subscribe button, and come back for more Sword Brethren on another day. And bye-bye.